All praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rachakvadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, Esau's turning up. This is the second video that I'm doing on Edomites getting caught talking about shooting so-called black people on sight and making a whole bunch of racist, comments and destructive doings that they want to do to the Israelites, man. Of course, they don't say Israelites, but we know that the Israelites are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the so-called black man and woman is the head tribe. So that's why you see the so-called black man go through the most and discriminated against the most. But before we get this video, let me read this verse. A Psalm of David: deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischiefs in their heart continually are they gathered together for war. So this is the devil being the devil, and we are natural born enemies. He's a natural born enemy to us. So, and we're going to get that account that we was even fighting in the womb. And it says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent adders, poison under their lips. Now, when I play this video, listen to what this devil is talking about, man. Keep me, O Yahweh, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings. The proud have hid a snare for me in cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. So all they do is set traps, and they try to catch you in them. And if they do catch you in them, they're going to take you out. Esau, Edom, is a merciless man, especially towards the children of Israel. All right, so
veteran officer told a police recruit to shoot black people, then tried to keep it quiet.
WDRB's Valerie Chin uncovers exactly what the former Prospect Assistant Police Chief said and how his words came back to harm him.
This is still a developing story. WDRB just obtained pages of disturbing racist and sexually explicit Facebook messages between Todd Shaw and the recruit. They all came in light while prosecutors were investigating another case. But his words created a firestorm of controversy.
First, that the people in this community realize that anyone who shares such blatant racist views should not be given.
And this is a damn devil. He don't give a damn, but he's on camera. He got to act like he do. And watch, I'm going to show you where his ass is smirking.
A badge or a gun or a position of authority in this community.
Memes showing an Elmer Fudd with a gun and a racial slur, and another one showing a boy with a disability wearing a shirt with a racial slur. Jefferson County Attorney Michael Connell uncovered them in private Facebook messages between former Assistant Prospect Police Chief Todd Shaw and an LMPD recruit.
It's probably the most disgusting thing I've seen come out of the mouth of a police officer.
The response to another message from the recruit asking what to do if he caught juveniles smoking marijuana: F the right thing. If they're black, shoot them. Then he suggests having sex with the juvenile's parents. Unless daddy is black, then shoot him.
Well, I was stunned. I'd never seen.
Look at the smirks on his face. Look at this damn devil. He don't care. This is the shit that he talk about, but he just haven't been caught.
Such a blatant use of foul language coming from a sworn police officers.
O'Connell found the messages so disturbing he immediately alerted Prospect's mayor.
This guy's gone. I mean, he was suspended the day after the mayor got my letter. They worked out some arrangement to get rid of him, and he's gone.
So basically, he just been released, which means that he just gonna go somewhere else and get hired. So saying stuff like that, that's threatening. He should be fired. He should never be able to work again in the police force. He should be in jail, to be honest. But no, he just resigned. That's it. So this man is going to be on the new police force. And guess what? I always say this too. I've been saying this for years. If So you got to imagine all these police officers. Remember back in Barack Obama term, a lot of police was just shooting down Jake left and right. And a lot of them, basically got resigned like this guy. Then you had some who actually quit the police force. It's still Edomites around here that's walking around that got that same hatred. Like the video that I just did before this one. There's a million Israelites that feel like this. These are the ones that's getting caught. But you got ex-police officers that feel like this, walking around as regular civilians. So just because this police chief got caught in the act, imagine all the other ones who's still a police officer that haven't been caught. And remember, according to this video, he was talking to other police officers, but they just spotlighting this man. What about the others?
Resigned late last year. Sources tell WDRB News the messages were uncovered when Shaw was investigated for interfering in the sex abuse probe of the Louisville Metro Police Explorer program. Shaw says he was cleared in that investigation, but because of the messages, 24 cases involving Shaw as an officer are expected to be dismissed.
As far as further actions criminally, I'm not sure that these have...
I hate this double space. Like, I just really do. You'll understand how much I can't say the things I want to say for the video to stay up. But I can't wait till we get our hands on these devils. That's all I'm going to say.
Cross that line in terms of criminal behavior, although the effect it has on the criminal justice system, if this goes unnoticed and unchecked, is extraordinarily serious and could affect rights of a lot of people.
Shaw argued that the messages were not politically correct and fought to keep them private, but a judge ruled they should be released under Kentucky's open records law.
I hope he never shows his face in Jefferson County again.
At the time, Shaw was also the acting police chief. O'Connell says Shaw's cases that will likely be dismissed are mostly traffic violations and lower-level offenses. Valerie, have we heard from Shaw or his attorney at this point? Shaw has declined to...
So basically, this dude just went off scot-free after threatening, so-called black people's lives. So this is why, King David in Psalm 17 and 13, it said, "Deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword." And only ones that's going to be delivered from the wicked, which is the Lord's sword, which means that the Lord put the spirit on these devils to be a hammer of the whole earth and a whooping stick to his children because they are disobedient. That's why Jacob's trouble is going to be Jacob's trouble, because the devil is going to have his way with unbelieving Israelites. But yeah, so this devil just go off scot-free. Second video on this thing. So the Lord is rousing up the spirits. The devil coming down with great wrath because he had but a short time. The regular Edomites that's walking around here, they looking at America like, hey man, America's getting taken from us. We got to take it back. So they're going to, use that same example in the video before this one. Well, concerning this topic, talking about how displacement, so instead of taking the actions on the powers that be, because they can't see them, they can't touch them. So they're going to touch they're going to take out their anger on the next best thing, the people that they hate. So let's get into the story. Quick story, straight to the points. It said, and Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, and the daughter of Bethuel, the Syrian of Panaram, the sister to Laban, the Syrian. And Isaac entreated Yahweh Bashmel for his wife because she was barren, and Yahweh was entreated of him. Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her, and she said, if it be so, why am I thus? So basically Rebekah like, hey man, all right, Abraham, he prayed to the Lord asking why my wife is barren. Then you give me some children and they fighting. So Rebekah like, hey Lord, why is this happening? And now he about to answer her. And she went into the choir of Yahweh. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. So even though we was twins, we was never meant to come together. We was never meant to be real brothers. We was never meant to be basically together, because it said 2 nations and 2 manners of people. Manners is how you do things. We are different in every way, shape, and form. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And as you continue to read the story, Esau came out first. Okay? So the future was Esau was going to serve his brother Jacob. And, you know, when you watch...
and his attorneys have not returned our calls yet.
Shaw has resigned from the Prospect Police Department, but do we know if he has a job anywhere else in law enforcement?
There's no word on what he is doing right now. Again, he's declined to comment. So
this dude, he just walking free, probably on a new police in the next city or in the next state. He moved. You think the police academy is going to be like, hey, brother, we can't take you in because you don't like black people? That's what first of all, the police come from slave catchers. And then over history, we realized that the people that was in the KKK, because there's a lot of KKK members in the police force, those be the judges, the lawyers, the prosecutors. You know what I'm saying? So these people that's the real gang, the police. They ain't here to protect and serve. But anyways, man, I just can't wait till these devils really come down with that wrath, because when we be out here trying to tell our people like, hey, man, never trust thy enemy, Esau's the enemy. You literally got Israelites who call themselves Israelites who go out on the highways and byways and teach, trying to save Esau. And Esau don't like you. And the same ones that's trying to save Esau, Edom, you're going to be destroyed by them. What a great ending.
Not really saying anything about the case. He did have a 20-year career with LMPD before he joined the Prospect Department. What can you tell us about his alleged involvement with the Explorer sex abuse investigation that led to this explosive development?
This dude, he just a piece of shit all around. Even a sex abuser.
One of the officers charged in the Explorer case is accused of asking Shaw to access the NCIC database to run license plates of undercover officers. Improperly accessing the database is a criminal offense.
So where do we go from here? What's next?
We are waiting for those cases that will likely be...
Look. That will likely be dismissed. So ain't nothing going to happen to this devil, which means that it's this devil, including all the rest of the devils. They just out here walking around free. And it's for a reason. Because we always talk about Jacob trouble, at least I do. And it's a reason for that. So there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So the Lord is going to put the spirit on these devils to come down on his children because they're disobedient, they're rebellious, they stiff-necked, they hard-headed, they don't want to listen. So the Lord is going to use his whipping stick. And it says, in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. The reason that the Lord even allowed these devils to just walk around free, even after getting caught, because they're going to be used as spirit created for vengeance upon his own people. But let's end it on good news, because he will not get away. So I'm going to get 2 scriptures in Obadiah. For your violence against your brother Jacob, shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. So that is his fate. And then we're gonna get our payback on him. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. So that's the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom coming together, all 12 tribes. And the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them to devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh have spoken it, not us. We just reading the book, okay? So don't get mad at us, get mad at the messenger. See how that work out for you. But we are the messenger, but get mad at the one who made the decree, which is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. We just reading it, and that's why Paul said, have I became your enemy because I tell you the truth? That applies to you 2/3 who can't get the truth. Sorry, Esau ain't gonna make it. All right, he's going to be obliterated. I got to get one more. And this is how he still look at us. Who possess or slay them and hold themselves not guilty. The reason that they even can have that mindset is because they still look at us as 3/5 of a human. They still look at us as animals, thugs, savages, not a people, you know. Because remember, spirits come back. So these police officers, they was slave masters in their past lives. They was the ones who was hanging us on trees. You know what I'm saying? They just playing their lot. And they still got that ancient hatred. And it says that they that sell them say, blessed be Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Because they obviously, now imagine, because we don't know this, but imagine how many deaths that actually happen to so-called blacks, and then they could blame it on another gang member, but they actually can be the police. See, the Lord see all those things, we don't. So imagine, just say the cops do that sometimes. Go in the neighborhood where Jake is, put on one of those I call it the real people body mask. Look that up. You know what I'm saying? It literally is a mask with like a white person could put on a mask that look like a black person. So imagine them going into the hood, shooting up Jake, and then causing a gang war, and it's really the police. These things can happen. And since they haven't been caught, being punished for it, like I said, and their own shepherds pity them not, which means the leaders of our people, you know, they look at us like the only thing they're gonna do is get a protest, go get some cardboard and write on it, and some picket signs and go in front of whatever Black Lives Matter and shit. That's the most you gonna do. Ain't nobody retaliating. You know what I'm saying? So they feel confident. But as we read at the bottom, Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh have spoken it. So, amen. The Lord is rousing up spirits. That's why you got to seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Repent that you can escape for the wrath that the Lord is going to allow this devil to do upon his people. Shalom.